What inspired you to write this two books at the moment in time?
Well, one of my main reasons for writing the book is the time and the age. God is my inspiration, and God always directs me to the need of the hour. I see my spirit always going towards the need of the hour. And just so you know, I work within the school system. And you see everything if you are in the school system. You see family, you see children, you see the next generation, you see so many of those kind of things. So I wanted to also make a positive impact and do something about the problem. Before I forget, something came to my mind. I saw Dr. Ike. I saw Dr. Ike very soon. The lead pastor. Thank you so much, sir. The
Welcome,
lead
Dr.
pastor. That's the lead pastor of Power Mind in Winnipeg. Yeah, that's a big ministry in Winnipeg. That's
We
a
welcome
great,
you,
he's a
sir.
great man of God. He's a great man of God. My daddy, my big daddy knows him very well. So thank you, daddy, for work. You are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay, that was good. So, what role has faith played in overcoming procrastination in your own life?
For me, to write a book when I do not have experience about the book will mean that I do not have the background. So myself, I've also been someone that have procrastinated, and I've also been at the receiving end of that. But the first step is the hardest step. And I have learned that through my Christian experience. Now, if you said, like in the scripture, I'll take our mind back to the scriptures. Now, Paul was talking to the king Agrippa, and then King Agrippa was so much persuaded, and that he said something. He made a statement. He said, "He almost, almost, almost almost convinced me to be a Christian or to believe in that." So there is always that almost. There's always that almost. I gave my life to Christ. You give your life, anything you don't waste time to do, you have done it very, very well.
True.
Whatever you do later is an added advantage to what you have done already. Wow. So don't waste your time. Don't delay. Let me use the word delay. Don't delay to take action, because delayed action can take away the excitement from the action when you take it later. And one of the most things about faith is that, for example, as a pastor, I've seen things that God tells me to do something. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then before I know what is happening, Dr. Ike in Power Mind has done it. And I'm like, wow, that was what God was telling me to do. It's not number two.
True.
It's not number two. And being number two doesn't really change it. But the fact is that you would have been the first person that God wanted to use to pioneer that move.
That's true.
And you have just moved yourself to number two. It was not God who moved you. So faith is huge. You know, it has played a huge part in my life in these books, especially dealing with procrastination.
Thank you. That was a powerful response. Like we said, we always appreciate your leadership.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I have another one.
Yes.
What does recreative leadership mean to you personally? And
Wow.
why is it needed right now?
That book is a classic, and one of the resource teacher had informed me that this book, you should take it to University of Manitoba leadership department. They need to adopt this as their textbook. So now, we live in a world of generations, from the baby boomers to the millennials to the Gen X to the Gen Z, and now we have a new one the Gen Alphas. Now, the Gen Alphas, get ready because they might just be pressing your phone from their mother's womb. Now, these people are, these are generations. And God has blessed us with this generation. But every subsequent generation see the preceding one as a problem. Generations are not the problem. God did not give us the next generation as problems. He gave them to us as solutions, as improvement. If we can harness their potentials, we'll get the best from them. Have you observed that most of our children don't go to church? Have you observed that, I talked to some children in school and they tell me that, yes, I see one crying the other day and I really miss church. My grandma used to take me to church. Oh, a generation took them to church because they were grandchildren. That same generation took their parents to church, but their parents now failed to take them to church, and themselves may not take their own children to church. So there is a disconnection in generations. And in order for us to get the best from all these generations, we need to look into the things that brings us together, not the things that separate us. If you want to look at the things that separate us, there are a lot. There are a lot. Anytime I see my son and the boys in my house, when they dress, I'm like, what is this? They said, Dad, this is what is this is it. I think, can't you see my jeans? It's straight. You are wearing this. You are so slim and you are wearing these big jeans. You can use these jeans to sew like 3 trousers. They said, Dad, no, this is the main thing now.
Yes, that's what is trending.
And that's what is trending. That's what appealed to their generation. Sure. They are very techy. They are very savvy when it comes to those things. Now, I always jokingly, I tell them, I said, our generation built the railway. Our generation built all these things. We built the TV. We built the smart TV. He said, and they said, that's where you guys stopped. I said, and then they said, we built AI. I said, AI make you guys lazy. You don't think, you don't do anything. They said, that is the problem. AI is an improvement on where you guys stopped.
True.
Now the lecturer, the professor will be teaching, and there is a device. You just pressed a button, and that everything the lecturer is saying is being recorded, being transcribed. Is something else. So we need to harness the strength within the generations. I'm telling you, if this generation handle the business of their parents, they will fly. Up they go. But we need to trust them. We also need to give them the light that we have seen. One of the reasons why we don't trust them is because we've not given them the light of Christ that we have seen, that we have. If you give them the light added to what they know today and the things that the technology within their disposal, we're going. So the gospel will go faster. The family will do better. Personal lives will do better. And so that's Recreative Leadership. It's a book for parents. It's a book for men. It's a book for leaders. It's a book for the young generation. It's a book that bridges the gap.
Thank you. Thank you. The last one for you.
Thanks.
So, what's the one takeaway that you hope every reader walks away with?
For me, in the book Dealing with Procrastination, what I want every leader to walk away with is the urgency of purpose. Anything that God has destined you to become will never become until you become. Until you take that first step. Until you move, nothing moves. Until you walk, nothing works.
True.
So there's nobody that is going to train your children for you. If you leave them out there, we know it will not work. There is nobody that is going to build your marriage for you. You need to take the step. You have to do it. You have to start now. Stop blaming your spouse. Stop blaming, trading blames. No, it takes two to tango. Let's do it now, and then it will work. And then the book on recreative leadership, I want us to know that together we achieve more. There is strength when we harness the potentials of all of us together. And we will do little if we fail to appreciate the next generation. We are losing them. We need to get them. And the only way to get them, you see Jojo, you see Delight, Divine, you see all of them. Sometimes when they say some things, the things I learned when I was in university, they already know now that they are in high school. So, and sometimes in elementary school too. So we need to, anybody who read this book, I want them to have that urgency that, look, we need to work together. We need to work together to achieve this. Your kids will come back home. They will come back. They will come back to the church.